Oh, Lordy, no trouble so hard. Oh, Lordy, no trouble so hard. Don't nobody know my troubles but God. Don't nobody know my troubles but God. Oh, Lordy, no trouble so hard. Oh, Lordy, no trouble so hard. Don't nobody know my troubles but God. Don't nobody know my troubles but God. Yes, I will come rain, the other day. My soul was a happy because she don't me. I went down the hill the other day. My soul was a happy because she don't me. Oh Lord, now trouble so hard. Oh Lord, now trouble so hard. Don't nobody know my troubles but God. Don't nobody know my troubles but God. And I went up that hill again today. My soul was a happy good state of it. But I went to my room and did stay long. Looked at the bed and my brother was there. Oh Lord, now trouble so hard. Oh Lord, now trouble so hard. Don't nobody know my troubles but God. Don't nobody know my troubles but God.
We copy you down, Eagle. Houston, tranquility base the Eagle has landed. Roger, tranquility, we copy you on the ground. You got a bunch of guys about to turn blue. We're breathing again. Thanks a lot.
Oh, Lordy, now trouble so hard. Don't nobody know my troubles but God. Don't nobody know my troubles but
Well, well, well. We are indeed back again. Would you, Adam and Eve, live from the rolling hills of Murrayshire in the north east of Bonnie, Scotland. Bonnie in a geographical sense, in a scenery sense, even. In a political sense, no, not so much. Does it rain in Scotland? Yes. It basically always has, no matter what they tell you about the climate crisis. Quick, run for the hills. Right? It's always rained. But of recent, at least, it rains tyranny still, day in, day out. And basically, it only gets worse. Hip, hip, hooray. We are not worthy, all thanks to the agenda, the hidden hand, and the tentacles that it has, like the SNP. Nazis, if there ever were Nazis. It is insane, honestly. The political setup in the UK, right across the world, really, because they're all based on the political system in the UK as far as I can tell. It is so corrupt. I find it staggering that any person over the age of about 25 cannot see it for what it is. Honestly, I mean, how couldn't they, right? When you're a bit younger, yeah, it can catch you out because I guess you've either not researched it or you've not experienced it enough, at least, to see through it or see it for what it is. So you go along with it thinking, yeah, well, surely the world's in good hands, right? Unfortunately not, would appear to be the case. And as you get older, you pretty much see it for what it is. You've got the sunglasses on from They Live, and you can see it clear as day. The corruption, wow. I mean, where would you even start? How long have you got, right? Corruption and politicians, they come hand in hand. They are the biggest criminals going, I shit you not. Now, when I was a bit younger, a fully fledged sheep, a sheep to the core, fast asleep, just a daydreamer, a complete daydreamer, basically at one point. Not so much today, fortunately or unfortunately, whichever way you want to look at it. But we've all been fast asleep at the helm. But if you can't see it for what it is today, I genuinely don't know where to start. I kind of lost my place there. Looking at the comments, so I apologize. Jesus, we're not even 20 minutes in, 10 minutes, and I lost my place already. I feel like I've been away for about, I don't know, a week. I'm unsure. I've not checked. Maybe it has been a week. But I have genuinely missed the chat that we have. Are we buffering? There's no buffering with my good friend Justine. Where did she go? She's disappeared. There she goes there. But we do have someone who has the buffering. We tend to get that quite a lot. Someone says, well, it's not working. You need to get the 5G, right? Oh man, you need 5G and Starlink. That's what you'll need. And then you won't buffer anymore. Ah, the internet, eh? Where would we be without it? I wonder. Genuinely, where would we be? Answers on a postcard, right? Oh man. What has the weather been like where you are? Let me know. It's been, wow, beautiful lately here. But I've still been seeing, at least from time to time. How could I explain it? Not lots of spraying, but strange kind of spraying. I don't know. I've got a video that I hopefully I can upload it in the next few days, and you might get a better idea as to what I mean. But I mean, it has been a lot clearer, but they've still been there. The spraying continues, and I was half wondering what it's been like with everyone else. Has it continued? Is it bad where you are? Justine can let me know. Let me quickly. I've jumped on tonight quite late. You might be able to tell the time, right? But I'm hoping not to stay on too long. A bit of an update, really, because tomorrow night I'm going to be live on with John Davidson on his channel. So where did I put it? In the community. If you go to my community tab on this channel, YouTube channel, you'll find a link to John's. I shared a post. you'll find a link to the live stream that will take place tomorrow night with me and my good brother John from down the road, right? In the central neck of the woods. Of course, I'm up here in the middle of nowhere, closer to fucking Norway than Edinburgh. Man, we're Nordic up here. I'm further north currently in Elgin than Copenhagen in Denmark. And some people that stay here don't even know that. So don't worry if you never knew that, right? Because the majority of people here couldn't even point out where they are on a map. I shit you not. The world that we're in at the moment. A lot of people, their focus, their concern, I guess, it lies elsewhere instead of real information that they might actually need in time to come. It all seems to be heating up at the moment. I don't know if anyone else has noticed. We're heading into now a kind of rapid move into basically the new world order. I say that, but I kind of want to say it now a bit different because there kind of is nothing new about it. It's only put in a different way. They've always been there. It's always fucking been there, pulling the strings, manipulating humanity. And now it's resetting itself as a different beast. But really, in the background, there's nothing new about it whatsoever. Hence the phrase, nothing new under the sun. And the Great Reset, of course, touted by the likes of the World Economic Forum, Prince Charles, Klaus Schwab. I mean, it's quite comical. When I listen to Klaus Schwab, I can't help but laugh. And it honestly makes me laugh even more because here we are, this guy basically telling us that we're going to end up with nothing, and all I could do was laugh at the guy. But really, deep down, I know this is the way it's heading. A lot of people have been calling it for many, many years now. Even before I was born, people have been calling out exactly what's happening today. I listened to a good show yesterday, because we're into Tuesday now. Just past midnight, right? The Richie Allen show, the Irish guy, presenter, journalist, a real journalist. And there's not many of them, I can assure you. I know most people here do know that, but I mean, I'm not a journalist. I know people who are. And Richie Allen is a journalist, in my opinion, at least. There's not many about. People like John Rappaport. Do we know of him? I've discussed him in the past. I shared an article that John done. It got me a strike. Man, I don't know if I can even talk about it. My computer's going to blow up, right? Incoming strike. But John as well. These guys are a dying breed. They really are. I used to think the guy John Pilger was all right, but I'm unsure now. Again, he's one of these guys you think, well, he might be all right, but I don't know. I just take today, especially, I take everything with a pinch of salt, no matter who it's from. But I done a video on an article that John Rappaport done, and it was in regards to, I think it was masks. And honestly, if I tell you what it was, I bet you any money I would get a strike. But it was in regards to masks and these wonder tests that they've got. Right, so you can maybe kind of join the dots as to where it went. And YouTube, they were not happy. And it was quite interesting how it happened because The video done quite well. It was a really good article, and I put it together. Not too bad. It wasn't great, but it was improvement from other videos that I had put together. To be fair, but the video done quite well, and it was doing really well, and then it got shared. Well, it got mirrored by who was it again? Going to forget the guy's name. A Scottish guy. Oh, I'm forgetting his name. Oh, that is so annoying. It's on the tip of my tongue. I can't even remember. And he shared it. It's quite a big channel. I think he had about 15,000, I don't know, subscribers or maybe more. But he shared it, he mirrored it, and obviously linked in my channel, and it got even more, it done even better. But then the next day, the guy got in touch and he said, "Oh, YouTube pulled it, and they gave me a strike." And he was like, "How come they've not hit you with one?" And I thought, well, I don't know, right? How am I meant to know? But obviously, YouTube works in mysterious bloody ways, to put it politely. And eventually they did. It did get hit a strike, but they took their serious amount of time. I think it actually got a strike after my channel got deleted. Because some of you may recall, the channel got deleted, and then I kept getting strikes every day. Ping. Video removed. Strike issued. The channel got deleted. Yeah, I know, but I keep getting strikes anyway. And it was weird, right? I mean, my channel was deleted, but they kept striking videos. And then when my channel came back, all them videos that got the after strikes, if you like, they were removed. In any video that picked up a strike or got removed that was put up pre the first deletion, they never gave me a strike, but they removed it and deleted it, obviously. So it was, I mean, they work and we think we know what they're up to and how they're going to work, but we kind of don't. And I've also got the feeling that I might get deleted again here, probably even before the end of the year. And I hate to say that, and I'm hoping that's not going to be the case. I genuinely do. I don't want to see it go. But I'm also going to stand by what I said in terms of we'll go with the 1 and the 2. And if I get deleted again, I mean, what would be the point, right? I'm sure people can understand where I'm coming from then. I mean, I genuinely don't see the point in making a backup for a backup for a backup for a backup. And then where does it go? Where does it end? I don't really want to put myself through jumping over hurdle over after hurdle even constantly with the guidelines changing all the time, week in, week out. I mean, it's comical. You're basically not allowed to say anything anymore. I shit you not. And they will come down on it hard eventually. I was reading guidelines the other day. It's quite funny. Cracked me up. I think I mentioned it before, but it said in one of the information boxes that it said, "Don't worry, you can still advise people to like and share your videos." Yeah, because people are worried now that they're not even allowed to say, "Oh, like my video" or "share this video." They're not even allowed to. People are thinking they're not even allowed to say that. I remember going way back. I shouldn't laugh, really, but if we go way back to the very beginning of the lockdown, that was never going to happen. It was a conspiracy theory. Tinfoil hats are out. Talking about lockdowns and inoculations. Yeah. How about that? I wonder how that went, right? Not so bad. But, or not so good, should I say. But I remember way back at the very beginning, a lot of people on YouTube, they would not say any word that they thought was maybe a bad word. And I'm not talking about the F word or the C word or the B word or a swear word, if you like. Even the word lockdown. Don't say it. You can't say that. Why not? Demonetized. Strike. I mean, what does it show you? What does it tell you? We are well and truly whipped by this agenda. And I don't like it when I have to come on and basically refrain from what I really want to say, because I have to do that quite a lot. And it fucking pisses me off big time. I've got to constantly watch with what I'm saying, because we touch on subjects that they will instantly claim is misleading content or a deceptive practice. Yeah. So let me quickly say hello. I'm yapping on a wee bit here, right? Oh man, you can tell I've not been on for a while, so I'm yapping on. Like I'm just having a conversation with someone, forgetting that I'm actually on a live stream. I'm going to be live, like I said, with John tomorrow. And I think on Wednesday, before I forget again, I'm going to be live here with, hopefully, the lads that I was live last week with on Scott's Armour. So that was good. That was great. And the live that they done the other day was great as well. So if you've not seen it, check it out. My dog is, what's he doing? He's on the move. I don't know what he's doing. I think he's watting out. Typical. Come on then. Go. My dog is not so bad for this, right? But my cat, when you think she wants to go out, so you open the door and they just expect you to stay with the door open for them, and they'll just sit there. And you're like, well, I thought you wanted to go out. No, I'm just going to sit here now, and you can keep the door open. And you're like, boot, get out. Don't chance your luck, right? Especially in the winter, you don't want to be leaving the door open for too long. Not up here, that's for sure. So, where did I get to? The comments. Like I said, a bit of a catch up tonight, and let you know about the live stream tomorrow and Wednesday. And we've not had much going off late, but we're going to be all full barrel all the way in the coming days. So you'll have to look out for it, right? I'll try and keep you updated as much as I can with any sort of other channels that I'm on or anything like that. Not that that happens very often, because it doesn't, to be honest. I wouldn't expect it to. I'm surprised even anybody it would invite me on, to be honest. I check this guy, but I can be, I don't know. It's hard to try and look at myself as from another point of view. I'd maybe see myself as a risk. I'd maybe get you a strike. So you might think, a lot of people would tend to think, well, the guy swears, he's likely to get me a strike. He talks a lot of nonsense. No one can understand a word that he says. So what would be the point, right? I suppose that they could laugh at me, right? I've had that before, seemingly. But I am grateful for anyone that would invite me on. And I would be more than willing, to be honest, to give it a bash, if you like. Even if it was like a debate that I would probably not win. Oh man. Letting down the movement, right? I've never really claimed to be part of any movement. I don't like the idea of it. I've been through that before with the independence movement, the political movement, any bloody movement. It lets you down in the end. And it's a way they, I guess, in a way, it's a way for them to corner you, label you, and then fucking do whatever they want, demonize you, I guess. Because they like to do that quite a lot, do they? But of course, they manipulate the majority of movements. They infiltrate them, break them up, divide them. Look at what they've done to the, if you like, the truth movement. They have worked wonders on division. And where is the movement? Where's it gotten, I guess, humanity or the world, if you like? It's woken people up. Yeah, but to what end, though? To what real end has it achieved? I'm unsure. I mean, hey, no one's got the answer, right? And I think it is good to wake people up. The people that are willing to be woken up, at least. The majority of people these days, they simply don't care. They could not care less. You're being fucked over by the government? Yeah, I don't care. They're putting this in the water? Yeah, I don't care. There's poison in the food? Yeah, we eat that. Of course, we all tend to eat certain foods that are certainly not good for you in this world that we live in. The society that they've created is toxic to the utmost. And like we've mentioned many, many times before, it is satanic to its core. It's got to be, it has to be. And like I have mentioned before as well, if you dig into that extensively, you will come out thinking nothing else but that. But there is the other side of the coin where there's a lot of good in the world. There's good people, genuine people, people who really do care, and people who have not been fooled by any of it. I mean, thinking way back again at the start, we kind of took it all in and thought, yeah, well, right, that doesn't add up. Right, well, that doesn't make sense. Right, well, nope, that I'm certainly not doing that. I'm certainly won't be doing that. Certainly won't be doing that. And it was clear within, I don't know, hey, in my opinion, it was clear pretty much straight away that this was not a good thing that was going on in terms of the whole pandemic, at least. And I have spoke to people who were on the channel from the very beginning who thought, well, to be honest, I thought, yeah, this might be pretty deadly serious. But I was quite glad that I had certain videos because I was thinking, actually, this is not adding up. Nothing adds up here. But of course, it never bloody does, because the hidden hand's always been there, manipulating, dividing for its own gain. Does it have an end game? I don't know. I mean, for a while we would probably say, yeah, well, the New World Order. But like I said, it's clearly been here since the beginning of time, if you like, or sliced bread. It's just now, not constantly, but it seems to be a cycle that it goes through where it resets. And from history, from what I can see, they tend to offer up someone on a plate as he done it, she done it. But yeah, the real the real people behind it get away, right? We've touched on that before. That is at least my opinion. By the way, I am here tonight in full bot form. Now, I do say, quickly get it off. I do say that I'm here in full bot form because someone called me a bot before, an AI bot. I've got my hat on as well. My hair's a mess, right? I have my hat on quite a lot in the summer because my eyes, they burn in the sun. That's what happens when you're Scottish, right? But I lost my place there now. Oh man, I put myself off, honestly. That's why I tend to prefer it being off, to be fair. Oh yeah, that's what I remembered for a change. A guy came on, and I think he followed me for quite a while, and then he was a bit upset. He wasn't happy. I can't remember what happened, but I think it might have been to do with the inoculations, the wonderful inoculations that were so great. I think it was, I had basically said, yeah, that they'll be mandatory. And he wasn't happy. But they basically were in the end. They were more than mandatory. They fucking bribed, blackmailed, forced, coerced the lot. Every trick in the book, they done it, and they're still pushing it today. It's still going. You kind of feel like it's ended, but it's still fucking running in the background, ready to be reignited at any given moment as the hidden hand sees fit. In the UK, lately, at least in the past week or so, it's well, in fact, for the past fucking 6 months, it's been all about Boris Johnson and some party or parties that they were having during lockdown. I shouldn't laugh because I mean, it's funny in a sense as well. And if people, again, can't see it for what it is, I really don't know what to say to them. I mean, here you've got a prime minister who is clearly unfit for the job. I mean, even I can see that. The guy's a fucking buffoon, right? Who's going to listen to that guy? Come on. He gets away with murder, basically. Let's face it. But I mean, he's laughing in the face of the British public daily, week in, week out, year after year, since he's been in his positions of power, even mayor of London. I mean, come on, right? But then he's been having parties, drinking wine, getting blutered, sniffing whatever it is they sniff today, the politicians, and getting up to all sorts, I would imagine, while people sat at home and their loved ones died, separated from them, because Boris and his pals, his bum chums, said that they couldn't go and see them. And now these people who never went to see their loved ones in a serious time of need, they ain't happy. Shock horror, right? But the question really is, or the bottom line is, who's to blame? Who's really to blame there? And a lot of people might not want to go there, but the reality is, they should have told Boris where to fucking go from the very start. But they didn't. Well, at least a lot of people didn't, clearly. And they never went to see their loved ones. They abided by the rules because COVID, right? The bodies in the streets of Wuhan. And now they have a serious kind of guilt, shame, anger, even confusion. But unfortunately, a lot of these people, and unbelievably, they'll go back to the fucking polling booth on voting day and they'll vote again because this guy will change it. Yeah, he'll fix it, right? He'll make it better. His campaign is hope. Yeah. Yeah, he's gonna fix everything and it'll be all better again. Like it was in, I don't know, never. I mean, how can people fall for it time and time again? Honestly. And like I said at the start, if you're over a certain age, surely to God, you can see it for what it is and you take no part in it. That is the best thing we can do. Take no part whatsoever. Don't watch it. Do not vote. I couldn't even bring myself to vote. They would have to put me out cold to even drag me to a voting booth. Oh man, I'm laughing because I think dead people can vote, right? I'm sure that's a thing in America. Yeah, all these dead guys voted. Yeah, they can still vote when they're dead, right? Of course they can. I mean, yeah, the voting, wow. Where would you even start with the rigging that goes on? And people would mock a lot of the hardcore sheep, if you like. They would mock anyone who tries to claim that there would be such a thing as vote rigging or election rigging, which has happened since the birth of elections. Oh man, it's quite comical. I sometimes laugh at myself how I even fell for it, but I just never looked extensively enough. But over time, I certainly seen through it, mainly because I got involved with politics. And the older I got, even the wiser I got, the more I seen through it, and the more I thought, no, you can stick that in one place only. And I think in Scotland now, they're wanting to lower the voting age. I think it's 5, right? Yeah, it's about that. I think they wanted to lower it to 10-year-olds, 5-year-olds. Honestly, because of course they can trick you when you're young and you're all enthusiastic and willing to fight for your nation to make it great again, make it better again. Because the people before you clearly never done a good enough job, right? Little do they know, each and every one of us is getting shafted. Big time. And that is putting it politely, believe it or not. That genuinely is, right? I'm going to say hello because I keep getting distracted by myself. So hello to Jay Hart. Hopefully you're not buffering too bad at the moment, Jay Hart. Scotty's in the hood as well. Our brother Scotty. Good to see you. Who has never voted? Good man. Yeah, I like to hear that. But, oh, wait a minute. But I voted for Trump merely because it was a vote against Hillary. I didn't vote before or after all. See, you had me originally there, Scotty. We were good friends there for a minute. You was the greatest. I was going to marry you there. Had I been a female, of course. Although it is 2022, right? Unfortunately for you, Scotty, I'm taken already. But I thought, yeah, that's great. Well done, Scotty. And yeah, to be honest, I can't understand why you done what you done there. But again, you've been tricked, you've been duped. No matter what way you look at your reasoning for voting, you still voted, right? You thought, well, yeah, they're two evils, but this one's worse. And of course, they're peas in a pod. It wouldn't matter who it was. If Hillary had won, it would have probably still been the same as what happened. I mean, the agenda carries on. It doesn't matter who's in the White House, right? It's a puppet circus, like the Scottish Parliament, the British Parliament. Hence why Boris can do whatever he wants, and he gets away with it constantly. But yeah, that's how they also got a lot of people in the what election was it? I think it was one of the British elections, but it never panned out the way people wanted it. There is when it comes to elections, there is a lot of tactical voting that goes on. I came across that as well, and I thought, fucking hell, it's a bit more complicated than I thought. This whole voting malarkey, right? Yeah, but if you do this, and if you vote here, and if they vote here, and if they vote here, then this will win here, and that will win there. And it's like, wow, this is, and people are keeping track of this. Yeah, it was a bit confusing, to be honest. And you would think it was just one vote and that was it, but it's not the case. In the majority of voting scenarios in Scotland, it's one or two choices or three. And I find that a bit absurd as well. But today I find the whole political system absurd anyway. I mean, surely it's past its sell by date, right? So good to see Jay Hart and my sister Justine. Always a pleasure to see Justine and Scotty in the hood. Let me grab a drink. Vodka tonight. I wish, right? I couldn't imagine coming on drunk. Oh, man. I don't drink very much now, which is a change for me because in my younger days, it was a bit different. I would drink for Scotland, and yeah, that'll give you an idea. But I just can't today. I think having children, that changed my life a lot. The death of my father, that was a big, huge, gigantic turning point in my life. Honestly, it shook me to my absolute core. And to be honest, I knew it was going to make or break me. It was simple as that. I never knew what. I kind of thought it could go any way at one point, to be honest. I thought, oh, I'm on that slippery slope, right? But fortunately, I feel that I took I had a lot of strength. And I kind of thank my father for that because he taught me everything that I know. So I clearly picked up something from him because I genuinely was lost without him. He was my absolute hero. He done. I don't want to say he done everything for me, but he was the man. He was the guy. He was the guy that I would turn to in times of need, in times of any situation where I needed advice. My dad was the guy that I'd go to. My dad was that good at giving out advice that he was well known in Elgin, especially through his work with helping people who were alcoholics and ex-alcoholics. He helped them quite a lot. I've touched on this before. I've touched on it before in the past, and through that, a lot of people knew that if you were ever in times of need and you wanted a wee bit of advice, you would probably go and see Billy, and he would sort you out, put you on the right track, which is quite comical because, hey, don't come and see me if you want advice. I can't even listen to my own. to be honest. But I genuinely took a lot from my dad, and the older I get, the more I kind of see it. But I do miss him. I certainly miss him quite a lot. Um, Grief can be hard because it never goes out. It never really goes away. It's always there. You always kind of deal with it, and I think you kind of just become better, maybe at dealing with it. But it can still hurt. The pain can still be as real as it was the very day, if you like. At least in my experience, unfortunately, I've experienced it on different occasions. But my father was the biggest one. That really did. I mean, wow, that hit me big time, and I knew it would kind of break me or make me because I was on a dangerous path anyway, trying to kind of sort my life out, not knowing what I was going to do, where I was going to go, or anything. At that particular sort of time, I never even seen myself passing 25-year-old. I was surprised I even made it to 20, to be honest. Just because this, we kind of just did not care about life. We didn't care about our own bodies. We never cared about the future. We never had any children. We all kind of felt, in terms of the group that I used to sort of hung around with, my friends, we all kind of felt a bit hard done by, to be honest, even though we probably weren't, although some of us definitely did have not so nice life upbringings, to put it in a not so bad way. So they had a lot to be sort of feeling hard done by. And that can be tough. People who have had hard childhoods. I mean, I had I wouldn't say good, but it was decent enough. It wasn't perfect, but I know people who have had a lot worse. So when I'm struggling in my life, I think, well, fucking hell, a lot of these people, they continue on. They continue on and have great lives, children, family, and moments that they enjoy, memories that they can treasure forever. So I guess, I count my blessings as well. Even though I've had my trials and tribulations, I don't think anyone's short of that. We've all got the crosses to bear, but it can be tough. It can still be tough, I must admit. But I keep going, right? I went off on one a wee bit there, thinking about my dad. His birthday was in August, and he also died in August. So it's an interesting month. You celebrate and mourn, I guess. Although again, it's how you look at it. It's how you perceive it, right? I'm very grateful for everything that my dad gave me and done for me. I don't think I would have had it any other way. So I can't knock it in a sense. I can't be upset about it, even though in a selfish way, I wish that he was here today. I wish he was here now so he could help me out, right? So I could speak to him and get his advice. But I sometimes imagine I'm talking to him. He's lost it now, right? Not very often, but I sometimes imagine at least what he would say, and go with that, right? Life can be funny. It's really strange. What was it that happened the other day, actually? I had two of my friends, my wife and I, our friends were around on, what day was it? The Friday. It was Friday night. And I was in the living room with my friend, Leslie, who actually was on a lot. He jumped in the chat the other week. My good friend, my brother Leslie, and me and Leslie were speaking about my dad, speaking about how basically bigging him up, right? And Leslie's son was with us. I don't think he's even 2 year old yet, and he's at that stage where he's walking about. So you have to keep an eye on him. You'll know what I mean if you've had kids. It's a nightmare. I hated that stage where they were running, basically. Just constantly looking out for them. But we were talking about my late father. And then Leslie's son walked up with a small elephant in his hand, and it actually belonged to my dad. I shit you not. I don't even know how he managed to get it. I mean, it does lie about from time to time, but it was so strange how it happened. He just walks up and hands it to Leslie, and I was like, "Yeah, that's my dad's elephant." I mean, it could be nothing, yeah, but these wee things always make you think. Wow, it's there's a lot that we don't know. I would imagine. Well, clearly, there's a lot that I don't know, but I sometimes wonder, right? How deep does the deception really go in this world that we're in? Seriously deep, I would imagine, right? All the way down to Australia, all the way down under. We've got Rich as well, who seems to call me dad now. Him and Carmel, where did she go? She's disappeared. Here she goes. Carmel, good to see you. The two troublemakers in the hood tonight, or this morning, should I say, we're edging towards 1:45. And my coffee's cold. He said he wouldn't be long. Still going. I wanted to quickly say hello though. Might as well. In the hood, there you go. Good to see you. Back again. My good friend Scotty as well. Who, thanks to Scotty, we got Trump, right? Get him! I just never wanted Hillary. Yeah, but look what you done. Hillary, and it's quite interesting because Hillary and the rest of them seem to do more damage in the opposition than they do in the hot seat, if you like. Of course, again, they're all peas in a pod. There is no lesser evil when it comes to evil. And of course, we can't fix it by voting any of the evil in. We need to cut the fucking tree down with an axe completely because it is rotten to its core. But we've all been caught out with it. I mean, I got caught out way up until about, 2014, 2015. I think my last vote would have been in the Brexit. And again, roped into it. No matter what way I want to look at it, I still voted. But I voted because I wanted the UK to leave the European Union. I thought, nah, you can ram that. And basically on the principle that I would have never voted for the UK to join the European Union. So that was the reason. And I mean, hey, it's corrupt at its core, but the British Union and it is as well. So again, it would be pointless. Absolutely pointless. And people in Scotland seem to think that we'll be safe in the EU. They can look after us. Since when did we need looked after? Seemingly we do. The good old EU. Yeah, that's going to protect Scotland. Sure. And we're going to be independent, part of a union. Didn't they vote out of a union? Yeah, but this is a different union, right? This is the magical unicorn European Union. Yeah. Where men are women and women are men. Yeah, that's sort of agenda. That's the way Scotland's heading, in a bad, bad fucking way. Honestly, if you look at the political landscape that is currently being set up at the moment, it does not look good. And people will. I'm adamant with the way things are going. Eventually, there will be a small group percentage of the Scottish people who are going to say, "No, mate, that's not for me." Now, where that takes us or leaves anybody, I'm unsure. But I think a lot of people are going to see through it because it's getting extreme in terms of the political landscape in Scotland with what you can't say and what you also can't say. The education system with what they're doing in the education, and I shouldn't laugh, but with what they're doing there is horrendous. Honestly. And there is pushback currently. But again, I'm just living in hope. I guess the agenda, it'll get its way one way or another, right? They're masters at manipulation, big time. And anyone who gets in their way, well, they get dealt with, I'd imagine. Now, like I said about Boris being basically the most corrupt politician you could ever imagine, honestly. But yet still, he's in the hot seat in the UK. Are we screen sharing as I burp? Excuse me, right? Professional. My coffee is coming back up. My posh coffee at what, 1 o'clock in the morning? Oh, me. So I think it's working. We're good to go. What's a woman? Says Carmel. Like Ricky Gervais. Did you watch that? That cracked me up. It was so funny. I'm not even a big fan of Ricky, but it cracked me up when he talked about women. He was like, remember them? The real women, the one with wombs, right? Them dinosaurs. Oh, man. Yeah, where are they now? They're gone. They've all got penises now. Yeah, what a world. But if you've not watched the Ricky Gervais, you should check it out. I might do a video if I can work around the copyright. I might put together a video of some of the jokes that he done because I know a lot of people they they've got no time for Netflix whatsoever, and I would agree with that and respect that totally, right? But it's quite funny. It will give you a laugh, certainly. If it gave me a laugh, then it should give you one, right? So the guy Boris Johnson, they basically they've not been happy, right? Because he's been having parties and drinking wine, and we've been stuck at home. Of course, I never really paid much attention to any guidelines, so it doesn't bother me. And I'm not fooled by the fucking political system. But I can't understand why a lot of people are angry at the moment. But again, surely look at the bigger picture. Join the fucking dots, right? Especially consider this. At the height of the pandemic, when they're closing everything down, including your life, because of the virus. It's in the air. It's in the water. Dogs have got it. The cats carry it. Because of that, people need to arrest themselves, put themselves in home imprisonment. Hip hip hooray! How lucky are we, right? And of course, most people did. Because, yeah, you don't want to kill anyone, right? You don't want to die yourself, because going by what the media tell you, that would happen. So, yeah, stay at home. Meanwhile, Boris and his pals, his wee buddies, partying it up like 1999. Not a mask, not a screen, not a social distance, not a care in the world. And still, people don't fucking get it. The penny still does not fucking drop. Honestly, what would it take? There was people cowering at home, scared to leave their fucking house, while these people partied it up like it was nobody's business, like they were Scottish and Irish, laughing, joking, no masks, no social distancing. Oh, no, don't be stupid. That's for the sheep, right? What about the virus? Well, it's off today. Incoming strike. I think it must have been off as well. For the Jubilee, right? I mean, it's comical, the Jubilee stuff. It cracks me up. I can't believe people still worship the royal family. I mean, come on. I guess, yeah, we shouldn't underestimate stupidity. But I kind of wonder what the situation really is with the Queen at the moment. I don't think she's here anymore. I think they're going to pull that card when they see fit. That's how they work. And I genuinely don't think she's here anymore. And yeah, I did see that again, because they've done this in the past. They're using holograms, and you might think nothing of it, but it adds to the confusion. People not being able to even tell the difference between between what's not real and what is real. Is it a hologram? Is it the Queen? I don't know. Who cares, right? But I find it very, very suspicious at the moment. I don't think she's here. I hate to say that. I mean, I've got no time for the royal family whatsoever. I detest them. But I don't like to really say that someone might not be here, but that is the impression that I'm getting. It's a feeling that I've had for about 2 years now. I've mentioned it before. Going by the stuff that we can see, I don't think she's here. And I mean, if that is the case, fucking hell, what a world we live in. The deception. Unbelievable. It really is. There you go. Who else have we got? Yeah, you've got to wonder what's not a hologram. We touched on the hologram. NASA done a hologram world first. It was like a material hologram that could actually do things, like push buttons and stuff, I believe. And the conditioning had been for that as well, with NASA, Star Trek, and there was a movie called Hologram Man. I done a video on it. Some of you might remember. It was quite funny, actually. The movie looked all right. I never watched the full movie, but it looked quite interesting. The graphics weren't great, but it was, I think, in the 80s. But you've got to wonder what the hologram sort of agenda is all about as well. is that again to confuse us completely from true reality. Where are we going to be in 50 years' time? Completely fucking lost. And we think we're lost today? Wow. Yeah. Give it 50 years, right? Not that I'll be about for that. Well, to be honest, hey, you never know. I better not say that, right? Lawnmower Man. No, I don't think it was that. It was, oh, what was it called? I'm sure it was Hologram Man. Maybe I'm wrong. He done a video on it, right? Yeah, but my memory. Sometimes when you do that many videos, it all rolls into one big doobie, basically, of videos. We'll go with that, right? Yeah, the monkey situation. That seems to be, although I've not heard much about it lately. I was meant to show you this quickly. I got distracted by Justine and Lawnmower Man. Wait, what am I doing? It's too late, right? So basically in the UK, they decided, well, some people in the Conservative Party, if you like, politicians, MPs, decided that Boris might not be the man. We don't think he's the man. Yeah, no fucking shit, right? Now you tell us. So what they do is they have a vote of confidence. Sounds great, right? And basically they vote if they want to keep him or not. Are they confident in him or are they not confident? I mean, how could you be confident in this guy? Come on, unless he was paying you big bucks, which of course will be happening. How could you have any confidence in him whatsoever? Honestly, how did we get here? But of course, lo and behold, he won. He won it again, I think for the second time. He's won a vote of confidence. And I find it quite funny because the people in the party who voted against him, they're going to be shitting it now, right? Oh dear. He's going to know that I don't have any confidence in him. I said I did. So he might now know who he needs to get rid of in his party, right? So you've got to wonder what it's all about half of the time. Of course, it's a complete circus. That's the only way I can describe it. I find it all comical. I tend to not spend very much time looking into it. It kind of bores me to a sense, but I do find it very funny that people still buy it. Hook, line, and sinker, day in, day out. This guy here, he's actually from where I stay, Douglas Ross, or Doss, if you like. And this guy is the blueprint for a politician, a psychopath with no empathy whatsoever, not a fucking drop. And to be honest, I'm not even sure if this guy has emotion. And you can even see it from just only this picture here. Now the guy, he's an MP, and I think from that he gets about 50 grand a year. But then on top of that, he's a referee, quite a high up referee or official in the Scottish football and European football scene. He would probably get about, in European games, I don't know, hundreds of thousands of pounds a game. You won't get that often, but from time to time. And of course, he'll get it week in, week out in his Scottish domestic football, which that'll be a pretty penny as well. So you can see what this guy wants, what floats his boat, right? And I've seen him driving about in his big fancy motor. Don't get me wrong, hey. Get a nice car, by all means, knock yourself out. But what sort of picture are you painting of yourself? Right? What is it reflecting? What sort of person? And I know people who went to school with this guy, and he was a bully, shock horror. And a one girl in particular, he terrorized her for fucking years, as far as I'm aware. She said that he terrorized her back in high school. I think the high school or the academy, and he was a known bully. I mean, we've all done things at school that we're not proud of. Just me, right? Okay. Maybe just me then. But we've all had fucking stupid things, stupid ideas that we've done in the past. But again, like I said before, surely with time, you've got to learn, you've got to see the difference between right and wrong. And this guy is an absolute fucking clown. Honestly, I can't stand him. Even the sight of him. Quickly get rid of him, right? But how he manages to get into power is beyond belief. I mean, it's clearly rigged. He's hated locally, but he seems to win the election. I think he won it before and the time before. I mean, it's a complete con. It really is. I can't stress that enough when it comes to the political scene. But that's kind of been everything that's been happening in the UK at the moment, apart from the Jubilee, the hologram queen. They've been talking about the political scenario in regards to the party. So you've got to wonder, I mean, even not much of a mention of Ukraine. You've got to wonder, what are they up to, right? What are they hiding in the background while they distract everyone else with pathetic bullshit like I don't know, even the football. And of course, the Johnny Depp and Amber Heard movie. People are lost without it now. I don't know what I'm going to do. It's finished. Who won? I don't know. I asked my wife who won. She said Johnny Depp won. I was thinking, what is it? Is it a game of football? It's basically been treated like a sport event. People watching it with popcorn. Team Johnny and Team Amber. Honestly. Oh man, what's happened, right? What's happened to the humanity? What have they done? What have they been spraying, man? Honestly, let's not go there. Anyway, we're going to start wrapping it up because 1:05. And yeah, a bit of an update basically tonight. Remember, I'm going to be live tomorrow on John's channel, John Davidson. If you go to the community tab on this channel, you will find a link to John's channel, and that's where you'll find me tomorrow. And I'll be back again here on, let me think, Wednesday. And I could be here the whole week this week. Oh, God's sake, right? Not the whole week. Surely not. Yeah, I'm afraid so. And I'm in full bot form, mode even. Tonight with my hat on as well. Quickly get rid of that, right? We don't want to be seeing that at this time in the morning. And Carmel's driving while listening. I don't do that. You shouldn't be doing that. I don't like the thought of that. I don't know why. I just don't. So if you are driving and listening, don't tell me. I'm going to go to my bed now. Did she make it home all right? That's the sort of shit I worry about because I'm insane, right? But yeah, I tend to go for minimal distraction if you're even any sort of vehicle or machinery is you should be minimal distraction. And if you're going to be listening to me, a clown like me, you're going to get distracted, right? So hopefully you've not got me too loud, and I'll try and calm down a bit. But we're winding it down anyway. But like I said, tomorrow you'll catch me on John's channel. I'll be back again here on Wednesday. We're going to get into a few bits, but I'm unsure as to what, because I've got that much, and I've kind of got a backlog. Oh man, I can't keep up with the agenda. So I might go over stuff that's been out for about a month now, but we'll cover it anyway. We'll get back on track, right? Eventually. Good to see Carmel in the hood. And you can call me Dad if you want, that's fine. Or Father, right? I don't mind. To be honest, I've been called a lot worse, so yeah. What can I say? But good to see Carmel. A beautiful name, that, by the way. And would it be Opal or Opel? I'm unsure. I think it's Opel. But again, me and names, right? I can't even pronounce my own name. Took me years to get my own name right. Took me years to spell it, never mind fucking pronounce it. Oh man, honestly, let's not go there. But yeah, let me see. Good to see Carmel and my sister Justine. I've missed everyone. I really have. I miss engaging. I think we've got a good community and we always get a good laugh, right? I'm sorry if I missed anyone tonight. I try not to. David at UNN. Let me see. Can I read that? Yeah, I might do. I don't tend to look for people to come on. It's usually on the off chance I'll get them on. I think on Wednesday it'll be me, Scott's Armor, DJ that is resisting the lies, and hopefully we can get that guy Scott Webb. Some of you might have caught him on Sunday before last. He's great. I've heard his stuff before. I think he got deleted several times, to be honest. He covers very similar stuff to myself, I guess, and others. But he's been in the content creation, occult digging game for a lot longer than me. Many years before me. So it's great. I think again on Wednesday it'll be great. I'm bigging it up and it's not even happened yet, but it's good. The guy's he's got a lot of info that we can get. So I look forward to hopefully getting Scott on as well. But if not, it'll be great to get Scott's Armor and DJ. I miss DJ because he's great, honestly. I need to get him on again. And Scott's Armor, hopefully Scott's doesn't get me a strike because no, I shouldn't say that. It was me. It was probably me who got myself a strike before. Of course, I would never blame anyone that I had on for getting a strike. I take it well and truly on the chin, if you like, or the nose. I mean, I've had plenty before. Lots, to be honest. God's sake, I've lost count. But it'll be great. I don't get many people on, but like I said, it'll be good to get Scott's and DJ, and hopefully that guy Scott Webb. So yeah, good to see Justine. Yeah, we're capped tonight. It's actually backwards now. There you go. I put it backwards. Yeah, we've went back to the 90s, right? I'm a cool dude. Sometimes I wear it backwards. I don't know why. I honestly don't know why, but I tend to find myself doing it and I think, Jesus, I've got it on backwards. I think it's because of my eyesight. I tend to put my heart out the way. But I've wore caps for quite a while. I shouldn't really because, as far as I'm aware, they make you go bald a lot quicker. But hey, you're going to go bald eventually, right? Surely at one point. You can't hide from it, right? And it doesn't hurt. Seemingly, when you go bald, it's not sore. That's that's what my dad said. I used to laugh saying, "Yeah, well, you're bald, right?" And he would say, "Well, yeah, but it doesn't hurt anyway, so it's fine." Harmony Mummy, there we go, my good friend. Yeah, I'm going to my bed as well, right? She's closing the stream. She's like, "Hey, knock it on the head, right? It's bloody 1:10 a.m. The wolves are howling outside. Get to bed." But good to see my English sister in the hood tonight. Hopefully, we can catch up again. And another sister from way down under, all the way down under in Australia. There you go. Good to see Bandy Boo in the hood. I wonder if that Paddington bear was from Andy Pandy's Teddy collection. I'm unsure as to what that is. Paddington Bear. I actually grew up watching Paddington Bear, but to be honest, I wasn't a fan of it. I had to watch whatever was on, basically. Compared to today, fucking hell. Children can choose from, I don't know, thousands, maybe even millions of different cartoons and created content. It's insane when I compare it to what I watched growing up. It's staggering, to be honest. Yeah, we're gangster tonight. I've put it back on now properly. I'm professional. I'm a proper pro, right? Let's go with that. But yeah, good to see Scotty, my brother, back again. Justine and Bandy Boo, my good friend from down under. Carmel, back again. Good to see you. Mike, where did you go? There he goes. Good to see Mike back again. Did I miss anyone else? Naylor, there you go. I'm having. Oh man, quality. Oh well, at least hey, someone's definitely having a good time, or 3 people at least. Man, I'm sure that's a joke, right? The last thing you would want to be doing is listening to me while you're busy at it. But hey, whatever it is you're doing, have a good one. Knock yourself out or don't, right? Who else have we got? Justine, Naylor, Mike. I don't know. If I missed you, I do apologise. Jay Hart, we've seen Jay. If I did miss you, quickly put a comment and we'll catch up, right? Carmel, good to see you back again as well. Keep on talking till I'm asleep. Surely I can't put people to sleep by talking, because that would not be good, because Carmel's driving. She's going to nod off at the wheel. She didn't laugh, right? Of course she wouldn't. She'll be fine, I'm sure. But yeah, someone did say that before, that they fell asleep and then they woke up about 3 hours later, and I was still going. I was still yapping, and they were like, "Jesus, I'm going to work now, and you're still speaking." Man, takes all sorts, right? Anyway, so she's fine now. She's home and safe. Good stuff. That's what I like to hear. So tomorrow I'll be on John's channel if you want to check it out. Over on John Davidson, I think is the name of the channel. I should know, right? I'm sure it is. But if you go to my tab, my community tab, you'll find John's channel and you'll find me there tomorrow night for basically the same as tonight, a catch up, a bit of a chat, right? And then on Wednesday, I'll be back again here on That's Life, but not as we know it too. Hopefully with Scott's Armour, DJ, and that guy, Scott's Web, right? To be confirmed. But either way, I'll be here. Right. So hopefully you can John Davidson. If you go to my community tab, right? I'm unsure where to direct people to, but I did put up a post. So if you go to my channel, you'll find it there, right? And you'll catch me there tomorrow night for a bit of a catch up. And then I'll be back here on Wednesday, like I said. And hopefully in between, I'll be able to put out one or two different videos, right? So many thanks to Justine, Scotty, Carmel, Mike, everyone in the chat tonight. And I will hopefully catch you tomorrow. If not, it will be Wednesday. So until then, that is about it. Bye-bye.
Loving you isn't the right thing to do. How can I ever change things that I feel? If I could, baby, I'd give you my world. How can I when you won't take it from me? You can go your own way, go your own way. You can call it another lonely day. You can go your own way, go your own way. Tell me why everything turned around. Packing up, shacking up, so you wanna do. If I could, baby, I'd give you my world. Open up, everything's waiting for you. You can go your own way, go your own way. You can call it another lonely day. You can go your own way, go your own way. You can go your own way, go your own way. You can call it another lonely day, another lonely day. You can go your own way, go your own way. You can call it another lonely day. You can go your own way. You can call it another lonely day. You can go your own way. You can call it another lonely day.
Come as you are, as you were, as I want you to be, as a friend, as a friend, as I know me. Take your time, hurry up, choice is yours, don't be late. Take a rest, as a friend, as I know memory, memory. Come, dust and mud, soaked in bleach, as I want you to be as a trend, as a friend, as I know memory, 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 memory. When I swear that I don't have a gun, no, I don't have a gun. No, I don't have a gun. Yeah, memory, memory, memory.
Okay, cut.
When I swear that I don't
Wow,
have a
Neil
gun.
Armstrong. Hey, wait a minute.
No,
You're supposed to be on the moon. I just saw it on TV.
Oh, there's a
don't
tape delay
have
and
a gun.
solar winds.
No, I don't have a gun. No, I don't have a gun.